Oh my goodness. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Today we're going to be making something a little bit different. We're going to be making carnivore eggs, and you are absolutely going to love these delicious, heavenly eggs. You do not want to miss. Sizzle, serve, yum. So I have two recipes in here. You're going to have your recipe for your mayo, and you're going to have your recipe for your deviled eggs. As you can see, we have a ton of ingredients here, but I want you to actually screenshot this. You're going to have all of the ingredients and materials that you need. First things up is going to be a Ziploc bag, but you'll also need a hand blender. This is not something that you're going to be able to do with a regular fork. Next up is a regular jar. You're going to need also some pickle juice. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of pickle juice. You'll need 1 teaspoon or a capful of lemon juice. You'll also need 2 teaspoons of sour cream, and I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter what kind of sour cream, but you also need half a stick of melted butter. I went ahead and I just cut this extra slice because, as you can see here, someone used it. So we had to get a little bit more butter. And then you're going to need a whole large egg. Okay, that's going to be 1 out of the 5 eggs that you're given, and you're going to also get a drinking cup. And also a silicone spatula to go along with it, guys. All right, the seasonings that you're going to need is 1 teaspoon of Himalayan salt, 1 teaspoon, of course, of garlic powder, and then also 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I like using these seasonings because that's what's available to me, but I use mine from Kroger, but anywhere that's pretty much a sale. All right. Also, make sure you have your mustard. You're going to add your seasonings. You're going to add all 1 teaspoon seasonings. You're going to add the mustard. You're going to add 2 teaspoons of your sour cream. You're also going to add 1 teaspoon of this very interesting thing right here, which is your pickle juice and your lemon juice. You might be like, why the lemon juice? That's going to help with that egg smell. But this is the secret ingredient here. Yes, the pickle juice. Also, while you're mixing everything together, you can have your butter melting in the pan so it's ready. You want to blend up your ingredients. Once you blend up your ingredients, slowly and carefully you want to add the melted butter a bit at a time so you don't end up with scrambled eggs, guys. That's why you want to do it this way. So a little bit at a time, and it's all going to blend well together. You want to blend this thoroughly for about 1 minute till it gets nice and creamy, and watch how the consistency becomes a little bit thick. What you're going to do is place this mayo in your fridge until the consistency thickens just a little bit while you're prepping the rest of your eggs. Just let it sit in the fridge. If you have a top, use it, good. All right, now with your eggs here, you're going to peel and rinse the boiled eggs that you had, but I want to teach you something really quick. If you get ice and you place it in a bowl for about 2 to 3 minutes with the eggs, it's going to make it so much easier to peel. And then, of course, you want to rinse your eggs after using that water. I pat mine dry with a paper towel, and then I'm going to just cut each of the eggs in half. I'm speeding this process up, guys. I'm not going to make you sit and watch me cut eggs like this. Anyway, so you're going to carefully remove the yolk. Now, I'm doing it 2 ways. You can see I'm kind of peeling it back gently, the white yolk, and then pulling it out. But then you can just turn it upside down in the bowl and it'll fall out. And place your egg whites to the side. And now we're going to get our station ready for piping. You're going to take your sandwich bag and put it inside of your drinking cup, and you're going to make sure it fits well around the rim so it doesn't slide down. Once you want to push that bag down, but not all the way. You want to leave some wiggle room, and I'm going to explain why later. You're going to mash up your egg yolks in a bowl till they are nice and crumbly, okay? And once you get past that, you're then going to take your cool mayo that's in the fridge, and you're going to add it to your bowl. And it's going to look a little runny, but it's okay. It's supposed to look that way. Once you start blending the ingredients together, you're going to see more of a creamy consistency, which is exactly what we want for this deviled egg recipe. See how creamy it looks? That's exactly what we're going for. All right, now with your rubber, your silicone spatula, you're gonna take all of that egg cream of that egg and you're going to put it inside of the Ziploc bag. You're going to fix the top of your Ziploc bag and you're going to carefully shut the bag. Zip it all the way shut or you're going to have a mess. All right, once you zip the bag shut thoroughly, the next step that you're going to do is you're going to notice there's an empty corner. This is why I said don't push it down all the way. So you can leave some room just like this, and you're going to cut the corner. And then once you cut the corner, you are going to be ready for piping your egg whites for your deviled eggs. So when I started piping, I've never piped before, but if you move your wrist a certain way, you can make some really beautiful designs. Mine is a little bit wonky and a little bit messy, guys, because some of the eggs were double yolked and they looked a little different. And I showed you that earlier. But if you have extra, which I did, I actually saved the extra for egg salad, and it tasted delicious because it had the consistency needed. But you could sprinkle a little bit of paprika on there for a really nice smoky taste. And look at how beautiful the eggs came out. You can eat it as a snack or a meal. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and give these carnivore eggs a try. All right. This is actually my first time making deviled eggs, which I cannot stand saying, heavenly eggs 2.0. All right, so here's what it looks like. Got a little bit of paprika on there, got enough cream. Let's see. Oh my gosh. This is good. This came out really good. The seasoning is on point. The paprika gives it a nice touch. That recipe was so good I almost forgot to end this video. And let me tell you what, you want to end it with 2 more amazing videos. One about a beef bowl that will keep you full for the rest of the day. And then if you have a little bit of a sweet tooth, try this carnivore ice cream recipe that you'll absolutely love. Tap the screen now.